Hello, welcome to RGT Rock Grade 3, and the track that we're looking at today is All Right Now by Free. Classic song with the late great Paul Kossoff. And yeah, it's a good song. It's probably a bit easier than you might think. And it starts off with the A chord. Normally you play the A chord like this. So you've got your first finger on the D string at the 2nd fret, second finger at the G string 2nd fret, third finger on the B string 2nd fret, and you strum from the A string. But today we're going to play it the same thing but slightly differently. We're going to bar across the D, the G and the B with your first finger. You need to have your thumb at the back, almost in the middle of the fretboard, so you can pivot and you can anchor down there, get that chord nicely secured. So you strum from the A string, so that's the first one. Then you go over to this chord called D with A in the bass, which basically means it's like a D chord, but you strum from the A string, when normally when you strum a D chord you strum from the D string, okay, without going into too much theory in this lesson. So for this one you're going to bar again with the first finger, but it's going to be the G, the B and the E strings, so it's across there like that. And then the second finger goes on the B string at the 3rd fret, and then the third finger here goes on the 4th fret of the D string to end up with this, and you strum from the D, or you strum from the A string, sorry. So to begin with you've got A, then before you do the D with the A in the bass, you hit the open A string, then you go back to A. That's basically the riff. So you go from there. This is the whole thing. The A chord. So that's that bit. Then you go on to the next bit, which is basically fragments of that D with the A in the bass. So you basically keep your 2nd and 3rd fingers where they were and go. So it's back to the A. Do that again slowly. And you play that 4 times. Then you come to the chorus. So you have here the first finger on the 7th fret of the D string, and your 3rd finger on the G string at the 9th fret. So you get do that 3 times, and then you have 9 on the 9th fret, 3rd finger on the 9th fret, sorry, and then to the first finger on the 7th fret. So you get like that. Then you do 7th fret on the G string, the 3rd finger, and the 5th fret of the D string with the first finger. So you get, so you put the 2 things together and you get. Then your first finger moves over to the 4th fret of the D string, but this time you're going to fret with the 4th finger on the 7th fret. So after you've gone, you switch over and go. You do that twice. And then you go back to that. So you get, no sorry, you go back to the 9th fret, so you get. And then when you do it the second time round, you get this. Back to the A there, like that. Then you come over to the solo, get an instrumental break, which is basically, you start with an A5, but it's done like this time, which is in the RGT Grade 1. You basically fret the first finger on the D string, and then you strike on the 2nd fret, and then you strike the A string. So you strike them both together. So you start with that. Then you get the G string open, 3rd fret of the B string, then you're on the D string, 4th fret, and then back to the 2nd string, the B string on the 3rd fret, and then you go back to the A5. So you get then you get a variation on that, the next bar, so you get and you slide up to the 10th fret there, ready for the instrumental break. Be careful not to overshoot the fret there, it's very easy to do. A lot of players do that, so that's what you want. Okay, and then you come to the hammer-on bit, which is basically fret the 1st finger, the 9th fret, and fret the 11th fret with the 3rd finger, and this is on the G string there, and then have your finger, your 2nd finger on the B string at the 10th fret. The reason for that is you can get that really nice country style hammer-on going on there, which comes up there. So you do that 4 times. And then you've got a bend, a full bend on the 12th fret. Up there, like that. Then you've got the same thing again, but you do it 5 times. And then you bend again. And then bend and release. And then strike the 10th. So you get. Okay, and then the 11th on the G string, then the 10th, and the same again with that full bend, and then back down again. Then there's a pause because there's a rest there. Then the 10th, 12th on the G, 11th on the G, 9th on the G. Hold it there. You can put a bit of vibrato if you know about vibrato, put that in. I would. And then you go back to the chorus, which is and you just basically finish with that. It repeats a couple of times and then the track fades out. So that's all you need to know really for All Right Now. Nice little tune with some nice little lead bits in here. You've got to remember that these early RGT Rock Grades, they're abridged versions. It's not till you get to the higher grades that you do the whole thing. So I hope you like that, and I hope that maybe you will book some lessons with me. Thanks very much.